2026 Amazon Fresh flexing. Let's see what 2026 has to offer. So we just picked up a route from 9 a.m. to 11, supposed to be 11:30 a.m. I am just now getting done getting this route together. With 32 packages, and like three different customers had like 10 bags. I mean, like heavy bags. So it's 10 o'clock, well, 10:01 a.m. I'm just now getting those done. So it took me an hour. The first time it took me an hour to actually load everything up, I was like, wow. So hope this one comes out pretty profitable for me as far as the tips. Because in all I have, I think one, two, three, four, five or six stops. But they got a lot of bags and a lot of heavy bags. So let's get, I thought I would come up here for my 2026 goals for you all could see what's going on. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. So we could just get to some money goals. Let's see what's going on and see what we could do to strategize for the upcoming new year, new goals. To see what we could do to, bring our profit to a point where we don't really have to work as hard. We have to work smart. But the thing about it in today's society, it's hard to say that you're not going to work hard because you're going to have to work hard. It's just like now it's hard to make the money. Some people might have it easier than others because they're already paid that way. But other than that, it's you're going to have to get out here and bust your tail. But to triple your worth, you have to make sure you live these routes when you're in the gig economy, especially when you're out here hustling, paper chasing. Make sure it's benefiting you with your time as well as your gas, as well as the miles. So let's get to it. And let's see how long this takes us, because we actually started, you might have said 10:03, and it's supposed to be a 2-hour block. Let's see, because it took us an hour to load up. So let's see how long it's going to take us all together for this. Because as we was loading this up, we was getting more for this week, actually, which worked out perfect for me. Let me see how many stops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 stops. I can't complain on that. But it's got a lot of bags. The first stop is we got 2 bags, and I think I got that in the front. And then the next stop is 1 bag after that. Then the other ones is 9, 6, 4, and 10. So I think we got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stops, as I just stated. So let's get to it and see how long it takes us. But I hope everyone is having a wonderful and amazing New Year, new goals so far. The first one is 10 minutes away. So let's get to it. But I hope everyone is having an amazing new year. If you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe, because I'll be bringing all different types of content to this channel now, because I had more than one, YouTube, but I'm trying to at least get one monetized before I be beating up the other ones, because the other ones don't have as many subscribers as this one. So I was like, well, maybe I can get my communities over here by bringing them different hot topics, because it isn't much offer. Give you my insights right now with this gig economy, so it still fits in perfect with my content. Let me just make sure I can get this thing set up correctly, because it's all over the place. So to give you my insights on these gig economies, if it's worth it or not, and I'm just trying to get my daggone screen over here adjusted. I got this new cell phone holder. I actually got a new car. We're going to be doing a review too on high mileage cars and stuff. Like I said, we got a lot of little nice content coming. So if you look for content like that, it's not going to bore you out or dull you out. Make sure you subscribe. We'll be bringing a whole lot of little good content, because I will be giving you a review on another, because I gave you all a review on a high mileage Toyota Sequoia. I kept it in the Toyota family. Remember I said the next vehicle I purchased, I was gun-ho about it being a Toyota. I had got another car. I'm going to be honest. I know this is what this video is about, but I'm going to tell you about it anyway. I had got another vehicle. I loved it because, it was chromed out black. Had nice rims and stuff up there. I like anything that's, black or either white or either my royal blue. Red is good too. Any pretty popping color. Don't even matter to me, because I'm going to make it out into my own anyway on anything I get. I was loving the vehicle, fell in love. One thing just kept on happening after the other. First time, the heat went out. I was like, no, not the heat. It's too cold for that. And I'd be working like early in the morning. And you know what I'm saying? Pretty much the sun up, sun down type of thing. And I said, I need my heat because, I'm cold natured. Okay. I took that back, hadn't even had the vehicle, got that fixed. It then goes up the cigarette lighter. And you know, I need my cigarette lighter when I'm doing my daggone routes, my GPS. I need that. That's a key for my business. The heat, the car, as well as the phone. So I'm like, what are we doing? So I let him get the vehicle back again. And this time I was still having my other vehicle while I could still, like, you know, rotate in between, whatever, to do what I need to do. Then boom, that went out. Then a couple of days later, my other vehicle went out. I was like, oh my goodness, this is like Friday the 13th. Can I please just get one that's going right? And you know, that's the thing about getting used vehicles. You know, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. I'm not about to put my money in a brand new vehicle. I'm going to be honest. You know, my husband, a lot of people talk to me all the time about being frugal. I'm going to be frugal until I die. But I guarantee I got the money to get what I need while they be selling their broke and be complaining about other stuff. I would never, ever put all my money in a new vehicle and then get all of that profit off of me. Not even a new house like that, I wouldn't even do that. Not unless it was somewhere I had ran across a lot of sums of money and I had it built the way I wanted to have it built, and I got it a good deal, and I was able to pay, you know, at least 50% cash over, but I won't have mortgage payments forever, because that's how they get your money. Because you know, the first couple of years you ain't even knocking down the principal of the car, you just paying the entrance and stuff. And I'm not being that type of person. I'm at the age now I need every penny I could possibly get. From when I go into retirement, at least I can have something, because you never know with this government system which way it's gonna go. You don't know if it's gonna go to the left, to the right, if you're gonna even have Social Security benefits or whatever. So you gotta better prepare yourself. That's why I was telling you all in my previous videos, never put all your eggs in one basket, because you don't know which way this economy is going. This economy, ever since the pandemic, I have talked to so many different business owners like myself, where they had to sell their home, they had to get rid of other business locations, they had to get rid of storefronts, they had to get rid of a whole lot of things, and they haven't been right since the pandemic. Since the pandemic, right before the pandemic, I got rid of a storefront. I, you know, strictly bought everything at home to keep everything cheaper, to keep all the bills there versus having to pay 2 bills at 2 different locations. Then voila, pandemic hits. You know, that's when I, you know, started taking care of my mom even more. And, you know, we was like, okay, let's keep the money at home. Then as time went by, the property tax kept going up on the house. I had to end up selling my house. So like I said, now you back to the point where, you know, you're at a point of life, like I didn't ever feel myself working at this age this hard. So that's why I said it's no such thing that working smart and not hard, because you're going to have to do a little bit of both. But you can have a passion for what you work for you can make sure you enjoy doing it. Because I know a lot of people, they go to work and can't stand that job. At least I do love what I do. So if I'm working hard, sun up, sun down, and doing my big ones, I'm loving what I do. And that's what it's really about at the end of the day, beginning of the day. It's just loving what you do. But when you do it, it's kind of like, oh, easy breezy. Like, I'm not even complaining about, you know, I got all these bags to deliver and stuff like this, because this is what I love to do. I used to love driving all the time and never got paid for it. Okay, I'm doing it now for money. So what we talking about? I'm not even complaining. So I already know that I'm gonna have to get a good vehicle that's pretty much decent. But I went a little bit overboard on this one a little bit, because, you know, this one is really, you know, higher mileage than what I want it to be. But like I said, that's gonna be a whole nother video. So if you want to stay tuned on my next high mileage review, make sure you subscribe, because I will be having it coming up soon. But you know, I'm loving what I did. As long as you love what you do and love your investments and love what you do for a living, whatever somebody else think is null and void. And that's what a lot of people need to get out of their head in today. They want to live through others because they see it's working for somebody else. They think it's going to work for them. That's my insight for you all for today. What works for somebody else is not going to work for you. Their blessings is their blessings for a reason. Your blessings are your blessings for a reason. You might not see it today or tomorrow, but trust me, it's going to come when you need it, not when you want it. And that's how it works with the universe and God or whatever you believe in. That's the reason why I don't even complain no more. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I give it to God and I leave it there. That's it. That's all. I don't care about what nobody else think. I don't care about what nobody else like. Because if you're not there, help me put no money to it, no effort, no support. I don't want to hear nobody's words. I don't want to hear anybody. I mean, you can give me advice. I'm not that cocky. You know, you give me advice. But if you're not over here putting blood and sweat and my money, my finances, I really don't want to hear it. Because you got so many people that give that advice, but they always be the one that try to stab you in the back, or the one that won't talk about what you do with your money. Stop counting other people's pockets. In 2026, While you busy figuring about what they doing with that money, use that money, use your own money. Build your own community, build your own legacy, build your own finances. And I don't give a damn if you're in a marriage, you're in a relationship, you single, you straight, you go pansexual. I don't give a damn what it is. Find out what you love to do in life, because guess what? When you leave this universe, you are leaving this universe, not them. I mean, sometimes you might see the situation where you know y'all will go at the same time, but have common sense to know what I'm talking about. This is your legacy you're living. Regardless if you're married, regardless if you're single, regardless if you're in a relationship, you're going to have to do what makes you happy and stop living for others and living through others. Because somebody else will tell you what to do with your money. Into a relationship, you're still supposed to be 50-50, supposed to put both relationships together. Both of y'all supposed to come into a little consideration foundation. But when you get to the point where one trying to tell the other what to do with that money, how to spend that money, they could blast and spend that. Then when they're not there to support each other, and not there to have each other back, then you know that causes a lot of destruction in relationship. Because you know it's a shame if you got to go out to somebody else, they give you more moral support and foundation to somebody that you got in your own home. You know what I'm saying? That should never be the case. That's just why they always say you do what you love and you passionate about. You and your partner, you all come in, but you always have your partner's back, regardless if they right or wrong. Because I tell my kids that all the time. I don't give a damn what a teacher come back and tell me, what your employee come back and tell me while you live with me. As long as you come from me and you be with me and my love and loyalty, and I got your blood running through my body, I'ma always have your back, whether you're right or wrong. I would never ever take nobody else's side over yours. That's what we need to have more people like in today's society. You got people are two-sided. They're in your face to be your friend for 1 minute, just get all the information for they can build up, for they can have something to go back and talk about later. Because they thinking they know everything. They think they got your life and that life at the same time. But guess what? Those are the main people whose life is in a turmoil themselves. Where they ain't really got no way or no foundation to go. But they just live for the day just to talk about others and just to build off of other people instead of them just trying to get their own stuff together. That's why I said I'm glad the way that God, my mother, my father, and everybody else who was involved in raising me with great moral values and respect. Because today's society, people really need to get out of debt or worrying about what somebody else is doing with that money, counting that pocket, and go out there and do it for themselves. Because when you get older, when you get to retirement age, that's when you can really know who's there for you. Have these people go put your ass to the curb. And don't forget about this man told me, he said for Christmas, he had made a big meal, him and his second wife, because this is his second marriage. His first marriage, he left 13 years ago. He said he had 3 sons. He successfully put through college, got them cars and everything. He said, how about for the past 2 years, he thought maybe it got better with them. Neither one of them kids that picked up the phone and said, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, I love you, and nothing. He said, don't you know they hurt me to my heart? That's what I'm saying. This dude is 66. He had to sell his cleaners. He had to sell a couple of his real estate properties due to this pandemic hit. His car business had went down. He's trying to pick back up now, but it's still not the way it used to be, of course. And I think he said they lost another cleaner business. Him and his wife had a new one. But he said, he's struggling. But ain't neither one of them reach out to him, the man with his new wife, what type of property he gonna buy next. But that ain't got nothing to do with them. You do your part as a child, because like I said, always obey your mother and father, your days shall be longer. You ain't got nothing to do with what went on in that relationship, because that's the thing about it. He says that half of his wife's fault, because she got something to do with it, because she was talking bad about it. And that's the thing about everybody need to live and learn by, especially if you grown. So grow up, number one. If you pass age 18 and you still got this animosity, grow the fuck up. You never know what your parents actually had behind closed doors. They ain't gonna tell you everything. But if you got them reaching out to you and trying to show you still love and support even through all of this, do co-parent. Give them that benefit of the doubt until they show you otherwise. These people want to just go, gun-ho, what one person said and just ride with that 100% and take that side. You got to get to know that person for yourself as well. The animosity they had between each other is not going to be the same animosity you and that person have, because they still love you, got love for you. They ain't going to change because they're not with the significant other no more. You still that child. Still reach out to them, because I hate to see parents out there in retirement home and stuff like that. When our kids just put them there and forget about them. So everybody who come through there show them love and affection, they consider them to be our daughter and our son because the owns is not there for them. But they was there for them when they was growing up. I don't get it. But that's today's in 2026. Build your own for that. Okay, we're at our first stop with our Amazon Fresh. Like I said, we talk about all different types of hot topics. We don't just bore ourselves up with just one because we got so many different insights in today's society, especially the way shit going now. So let's get this one done. Navigation started. And what I try to do is package these in a way where I can easily find them. And I know these are 2 packages, so I know it's got to be in the front or right behind me. So let's go. They told me start putting up on your YouTube channel more and talk to your community. They like to hear insight like this, so that's what I'm doing. My 2026. I'm gonna come in here and talk the shit out of you all. Y'all wanna find out Mr. Shit insight what I'm doing? I don't wanna just hear about the money all the time and all this stuff. I wanna hear about the real you. So, okay. Sometimes you need to ask for and then some. Let's go. All right, we got that done. It's only 2 bags. Our next stop is 14 minutes away. We still making good progress. It's still talking among each other. But let me know if you have any questions, concerns. How's your 2026 starting so far? If you got any good advice, insight for people, what we just covered, or anything about Amazon Fresh, let's go. Like I said, we're going to be bringing a whole lot of great content for you all. High mileage car reviews. My husband calls himself a little YouTuber mechanic, so you're going to be hearing him in the back giving his advice on some of these vehicles. And he'll be dead on it sometime. I have to give him props. And then, you know, by me driving different ones and like over probably 10 different vehicles within 90 days, I swear I have a lot of different insights. Then we're going to be, you know, talking about different work at home jobs. If you're looking for a great way to make you some additional income. Speed internet, noise free cancellation, headsets, a desktop or laptop. No tablets, unfortunately. And of course, we can't do these from our phone. We don't have an opportunity. Now, I do. You've been in that agency where you can get paid to use your tablet and your phone, and you can do that from anywhere. So if you're interested in something like that, let me know. I have those available. So we have a lot of different ways to make money online, at home, out here working in the gig economy. I'm just a natural born hustler. And I do a lot of insights, affirmation. Maybe please subscribe to me. I'm just coming up with a real bad cold, so you all please forgive me. Up here anyway. We need to get this channel monetized. So make sure you all share it, tap it, comment. Let me know if you're interested in any of my products or services. I will be bringing some of my products up here as well with the exquisite product line. I do paparazzi jewelry. I do Scentsy products. I do Avon products. And I have my own exquisite product line. I have body oil stuff for men, women, children, as well as pets. I have jewelry, clothing, handbags. I got a little bit of everything. So you all can see a little bit of everything on this channel. I know you all said, no, you need to stick to one niche. I can't, because I'm not eggs in one basket. I can't be like that. I never been like that. Even when I was working for a company, I still had my own business. I had another company I was working for too. So don't you all want somebody who's I know a lot of people out there like me, and a lot of people just putting all the eggs in one basket and just can like focus on one. I'm the type of person, I'm a multitasker. So if you're a multitasker like me, and you're the type of person got your hand in a lot of gig accounts and a lot of different hustles, I'm your girl. Follow me. This is the channel for you. I hate to tell you, I cannot just do one niche. If I do, I'm gonna be like, dang, I should have brought up this, but I'm gonna have to do a whole new channel to break up this. And guess what? I'm not gonna have time to do each channel, to do each one, because I got my hand in so many different things. You know what I'm saying? I may have forgot the username, password, and so on and so on. So if that's the type of person you are, let's go.